You're trying to find out how to get waves, and luckily, I know how to get waves. So in this video, I'm gonna be teaching you exactly how to do it. Go ahead and like the video and let's get right into it. First things first, let's list the materials needed. I went out and got fresh products for this video just for you. Okay, maybe not for you. Anyway, first product you're gonna need is a brush. I just got this brush from any regular beauty supply store just to show you that you can really go anywhere and get one. This brush has a mixture of bristles between medium and hard, so it just kills more than one bone. I mean, what am I talking about? It kills two birds with one stone. Kills more than one bone. I don't even know what I was about to say. But if you wanted to go ahead and get a really nice high quality brush, not saying this isn't a high quality brush, but if you wanted to get my recommendation for a brush, that's what I should have said. My recommendation is going to a website called smoothstyles.com and getting a brush from there. Why? Because you get a high quality brush, and every time you purchase a brush, it helps me out. Just being honest. No, but seriously, they are really good brushes. If you go back and watch some of my videos, you'll see me using the Smooth Styles brushes because I actually like them. Next up, you're gonna need either a wave cap or a do-rag. I'm pretty sure you're already familiar with the traditional do-rag. You know, the ones you put on your head and you just tie up. That's why I went ahead and got this one for this video, just because it's something a little bit different. Instead of it having, you know, you tie it at the back, this one is just a strap and you strap it at the front. That way nobody out there has an excuse. Some people might be saying, oh, I can't tie a do-rag. All right, what's your excuse now? Straps. Next up, get some products. There's so many different products you can get. There's moisturizers, there's butters, there's oils, there's pomades, there's everything you can imagine. For a beginner, you don't need to go over the moon. Get what you think will work for you, especially if you're younger. Just go ahead and get what you can afford. So if you can only afford some Sporting Waves or some 360 style pomade, some Murray's pomade, some whatever, get that. Now there is a disclaimer, not all products work the same because not everyone's hair is the same. So it might not work the same for you as it did for somebody else. Keep that in mind. Even if you have a friend who has waves and you use the exact same products he uses, your results might not be the exact same as his. Why? Because there's more things that go into it. All right, so those are the three you're gonna need: a brush, a do-rag, and products. There are, of course, additional things you can get, like a handheld mirror, a comb, a Ziploc bag, but you don't have to have those. All right, the brush. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. So this is this brush. There are three main types of brushes: soft, medium, and hard. Each of them have their own purpose. I did make a video comparing the three different types of brushes: soft, medium, and hard. So please go ahead and watch that video. I'll leave it linked below. And hey, maybe I might even go ahead and remake that video. Leave a comment down below if you want me to do that. Because for some reason, people don't like to go back and watch the old videos. They just want me to make the same video again. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel the same way when I'm watching another YouTuber too. So I understand you. But yeah, the brush. So if you're brand new to waves, you may not know this. So make sure you listen very closely to this part specifically. Are you listening? Are you sure? All right, now that I got your attention, go like the video. I know you still haven't done it. Oh, I tricked you, didn't I? Yeah, I know I did. Go like the video. I'm not just saying this for my help. I mean, listen, I'm spending 30 minutes, maybe an hour teaching you, helping you. The least you can do is spend literally less than 2 seconds to press a button on your screen that you're already looking at, already touching. I mean, just when you think of it that way, just go like the video. Anyway, the brush. So in case nobody's ever told you, when getting waves, brushing your hair is the absolute most important thing. You need to brush your hair if you want to get waves. Brush it a lot, brush it a little, brush it up, brush it down. Well, maybe not the last part. The direction you brush it definitely does matter. But anyway, brush it a lot, brush it a little, doesn't matter. Brush your hair. That's what matters. Now, the more you brush, the better your waves will be, the faster you'll get waves. But if you don't brush a lot, you're still gonna get waves. It might not be too good, but you'll get them. As long as you brush enough. Enough is the key word. Me personally, I don't believe in just brushing enough. I believe in brushing more than enough so that way I can get good waves, not just have waves. But this video is just teaching you how to get waves. It's not about how to get good waves. It's not about how to get flawless waves. I think I made a video on that, but if I didn't, a video is coming up soon. Cool? that went in my nose. Anyway, so the way you brush your hair is going to depend on the wave pattern you want to get. There's a few different wave patterns. You got the traditional 360 waves, you got 540 waves, you got 720 waves. 360 waves, all you have to do is brush your hair from the crown of your head, which is that spot in your back of your head, which everybody calls a bald spot. You brush from that part of your hair out to the hairline on each side. So if it's on the side here, you brush from the crown out to your hairline. If it's on the back, you brush from the crown down to your hairline. So on the front, you brush from the crown to the hairline, no matter which side. Pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Next up, when it comes to the products, the next process is really going to depend on which products you have. I would personally recommend, for a beginner, going to get some moisturizer and then going to get some pomade. There's many different types of moisturizers and pomades. The ones I have here are Curl Enhancer Smoothie made by Shea Moisture, and then Sport and Waves. Are these my favorite two products? No, I just grabbed them because they were the closest to me, just being honest. But I still use them because they work for me. So if you have a moisturizer and a pomade, I recommend putting the moisturizer in first. All you have to do is take a scoop, right? Maybe like enough to fit on your finger. Take that scoop, put it on your palm of your hand, rub it in, and then you rub it on your hair in the same direction that you brushed your hair. By the way, I noticed that I didn't go over the different wave patterns. This video is literally just about 360 waves. So if you want a 540 video or a 720 video, I'll make one of those. Just leave the comment down below. I'm not gonna make it unless I see the comments. Just being honest. And there's probably somebody out there wondering about 180 waves. Don't worry, this same video will work for you because 180 waves and 360 waves are almost like the exact same thing. You brush them the exact same way. The only difference is 180 waves is only on the top, 360 waves is all the way around. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, leave a comment down below saying it sure does. That's how I'll know this made sense to you. And that's how I'll know you actually stayed to watch this far in the video. But yeah, take the moisturizer and rub it in your hair in the same direction that you brush your hair. After that, just get your brush back out and brush your hair once again. Now, for a beginner, I would recommend brushing your hair maybe like 20 minutes to 45 minutes each day. I think that's like a safe range where you're not brushing too much, but you're not brushing too little either. If you're really having a hard time getting the waves, I would recommend extending the amount of time that you brush your hair each day. So if 45 minutes isn't working, try an hour. Every day. Repetition is very important, especially when getting a hairstyle like waves. Because any little thing, especially in the process of you trying to get the waves, it can throw it off completely. Like you could be so close and then one little thing can ruin it. Here's the main thing that's gonna ruin it. If you don't sleep without your do-rag, in this process, you might as well not even try. Don't get me wrong, it's completely possible to get waves without a do-rag. In fact, I've even made a video on it, and I might even make another one, since I know you guys aren't gonna watch the old one. But that's not the point. The purpose of the do-rag is to save the process that you just did. So when you finish brushing your hair, just put your do-rag on. This is gonna hold your hair in place, and that prevents it from getting messed up. Anytime you do pretty much anything where you feel like your hair might get messed up, don't even risk it. Just put your do-rag on. Every time you get in the shower, put your do-rag on. Every time you go on a long car trip and you think you're gonna, rest your head on the headrest, put on your do-rag. If you're going out in the rain, put on your do-rag. If you're going swimming, put on your do-rag. And for the love of God, every night, not every 2 nights, not every other night, not only when you feel like it, every night, wear your do-rag. I mean, it really, there's no reason why you shouldn't wear your do-rag to sleep. It takes you, what, 10 seconds to put it on? Just wear your do-rag. Now, the other part of wearing your do-rag is the part that everybody loves. And you might not know this if you never wore a do-rag or a wave cap. And that's that the wave cap or the do-rag, they both lay your hair down. And why is that so good? Because what are waves? I probably should have said this in the beginning of the video. I don't know what I was thinking, why I waited this long. But waves are basically just curls that are stretched out and then laid down on your head. You hear that keyword? Laid down. Just like what I said the do-rag does. It lays your hair down. So basically, the do-rag solidifies your waves. The brush makes the waves. The products are really just there to assist you, and the do-rag really holds it down, literally. This is usually why your waves look better in the morning. If you're somebody who's already in the process of trying to get waves, and you always notice, I have waves when I wake up and I take my do-rag off, but then over time they either just get frizzy or they go away completely. That's why. So this is just like a basic tutorial on how to get waves. I'm not going super in detail, only because there's other videos coming up. So I hope you're excited for those. So you'll be learning more in-depth tutorials like how to get waves faster, how long it usually takes to get waves. I'll make another video on the different types of brushes, you know, soft, hard versus medium, but even curved brushes versus flat brushes, the different types of do-rags, silky versus velvet, the different types of products, natural versus unnatural, the different ways you can brush your hair, whether you do dry brushing, whether you do blind brushing, all the different methods like the wash and style, the plastic bag method, even some of those lesser used methods like the OMB method, the hot oil method, the hot towel method, the cold towel method. There's so many methods out there that I can make videos on just for you and for the people who already have waves. Let's say you have 360 waves right now and you want to learn how to get 540 waves. I could teach you how to change your pattern. Do I know how to do it? Of course I know how to do it. I've done it, and you can do it too. As long as you subscribe to my channel right now and go like the video, then you're good. So go subscribe and join the aquarium right now. Oh yeah, we all wave men down here. Anyway, I don't want to drag this video on too long. I'm glad that you stuck around and watched the whole video because you are on your way to get waves. Listen, my Instagram account is WavemanMike, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to hit me up. And go ahead and follow me because I post pictures of my waves. I'm sure you want to see the pictures that I've already posted on my waves because I got some pretty nice pictures up there right now, if I say so myself. When it comes to waves, I think I know what I'm talking about, and you also would agree that I know what I'm talking about. That's how I got that. So if you're down for this wave making journey, go subscribe right now. The video ends in 3, 2, 1, let's go.